I'm glad I took a gamble on myself. I'm thankful for everybody who believed in me, who allowed me to even just have this experience right now with my family. So I'm extremely grateful. But it's just so peaceful and quiet just being able to come to the beach and just sit here and look at the waves. You know you can't go in, but it's still peaceful and quiet. So I just have a slew of things that I need to accomplish. And I just have to accomplish them all. I need to do too. So you may be wondering, oh, what is the second step of the 8-step plan to starting your business? And that is simply meeting with an attorney and have an attorney file the paperwork for you, where you're going to use your virtual address and your free email address for all communication between your business, or you as the representative of your business, and the state. They're going to email you your articles of incorporation, what have you. Your attorney will set everything up for you until you figure out how to do it on your own, or I would just, again, trust an attorney for that process. Let them file the paperwork with the state. It should take no more than 1 to 2 days. I know the state that I am in, they normally can issue out the articles of incorporation the same day, except for on Saturdays and Sundays. So once you have your articles of incorporation, there is a certificate number. I've noticed lately that that certificate number is being requested by various organizations as proof that you have possession of a legal entity within a state. There is a foreign entity that can be applied. I thought that only meant originally if it was for individuals who lived like out of the United States, but that also applies if you don't live in the state, or your business is not founded in the state that you are registering your business in. So let's say that you are an organization that was founded in Florida, but you want to open a location in Ohio, you would be considered a foreign entity in the state of Ohio. So yeah. But I would definitely leave it up to an attorney to file all business documents for me if I've never done it before. Yes, it costs more. Luckily, sometimes attorneys do have sales. And I know you may be thinking like, well, what kind of attorney would put their stuff on sale? An attorney who does high volume and they understand the importance of offering their services at a discounted rate during certain times of the year. I know a lot of attorneys during Black Friday, they offer discounts on their services. I've got taken advantage of several trademark opportunities that were discounted at half the price through the trademark attorney that I use. I've also filed some trademarks on my own and used those discounts to hand over my trademark to the attorney once I've come up against an office action, which means that I don't know what they're asking me. I don't feel like answering these questions from the government, so let me pass this along to an attorney who can properly handle this and make sure that my best interest is substantiated for an attorney, because I don't have that body of knowledge. I haven't gone to law school, and so it's always best for lawyers to talk to lawyers and not lawyers to talk to non-lawyers when it comes to your business needs. So again, the next step I would personally hire an attorney and have that attorney file, because you've already secured your name, you've already secured a virtual address, You've already secured a free email using your email carrier of choice, whether it be Gmail, Yahoo, or Hotmail. You've already used, I believe it's called Anytime Mailboxes, to find you a address where your business can be stationed. That looks like a real building where other businesses are located. And that is the address and your suite number that you'll use on all business correspondence. The reason why you need that virtual address is because you do not want people showing up to your house. And there are some crazy people out here that you've sold merchandise to. So when you leave yourself open, because you filed your business information with the state with your personal address on there, people can pull up those personal documents and see what you filed, what it said you filed, and they can find your address. I do not want people showing up at your house that you didn't volunteer for them to come over and stay with you or visit you to ask you any questions about your business. So with that virtual address through Anytime Mailboxes, you're going to be able to direct all business correspondence to a brick and mortar building, which will help you at the last and final step. So with the brick and mortar building, that gives you legitimacy as you progress throughout the next couple of steps. When you're looking for business credit, because you registered your business at a brick and mortar facility, it doesn't look like UPS post boxes, or it's not the United States Postal Service, their P.O. box system. It's actually an office building. Maybe you have a suite number. It could be like 1234 Anytime Street, number 303. Columbus, Ohio, 45303. It could be 1234 Anytime Street, number 607. Alexandria, Virginia, 22303. But it's a physical address and a location that says, like, yes, I am a real business organization. I am looking for to do business with other businesses, to do business to business, to do business to consumer business services. This is our address. This is our email address. It's not important. The email address right now is not that important, only because this is your initial business information that you're obtaining to say that your business is a separate entity from yourself. You are not a sole proprietor, because if you're a sole proprietor, you assume all liability of your organization. If you are a partnership, that means that you and your partner assume all liability straight down the middle. You get 50, they get 50. You guys make all decisions equally, and you assume all liability. And when you are a limited liability company, a limited liability partnership, the company assumes all the legal entity. The LLC forms will pass through your personal income tax. So will your IRS designation of the S Corp. That'll pass through your personal income taxes as well. I don't want you to be alarmed by that, but it is still considered its own entity. And once you get the articles of incorporation back from your attorney should also give you an EIN, which is an employer identification number. That is for free, and that is issued by the IRS. I do not recommend that you get an EIN prior to registering your business with your state. Because if you get the EIN and you don't register the business with the state, and then you go to register the business with the state and the name is taken, you then have to obtain another name for your organization and another EIN number. So you don't want to do that, because it's a waste of time. It is a complete waste of time. So the first step you had to do was come up with the name. You've already came up with the name. Now you're going to find an attorney. An attorney is going to legally register your business with the state that you reside in. You're going to get a virtual address from Anytime Mailboxes. They're as low as $10.80 a month, depending on the tax within your state. You're going to get you a free email address. This is how your attorney is going to communicate with you. This is how your state is going to communicate with you through this free email address. And once your name is secured, then there are additional steps that you need to take. And nothing else should be free. Everything else should be minimal cost. But you need to allocate funds. You need to come up with a budget. You know, how you're going to pay this $10.80 virtual address fee or more or less to establish your business as an entity indefinitely. And you want to hold on to this information. You want your business to stay in good standing. You don't want to have a business and it's not in good standing with the state that you reside in. So doing all of this ensures that. It'll allow you to get a certificate of good standing, which is being requested more and more now through various entities that deal with businesses and providing business credit. So that's just something to think about. All right. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me while I sit at the beach. And I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to purchase my ebook. Click the link below to purchase the ebook. The ebook will take you through each step. I will be producing 8 videos. This is the second video to discuss all of the steps needed to registering your business as a legal entity within your state. So, all right, have a great day. Bye-bye.